Hello, today we're going to do some altering of vintage natural brass blanks with Ranger dabbers and alcohol ink. And here are some samples of work that I've already done that you can look at in advance. And okay, we're going to get set up. Okay, for this technique we need some vintage natural brass blanks, a bottle of white or snowcap acrylic paint dabber, an assortment of alcohol inks and colors that you like, a sander pad, some sealant, a dabber, a hammer, and a cuddle bug, and whatever folder you like the design of. So I'm going to set this up so that I can run the blanks through the cuddle bug and you can watch. Okay, I've selected a pretty new folder that has gears on it. I think this might make an interesting design. And I'm just going to lay a few of these in here in different positions. I just want to get some nice contrast on here. So in between the B plates, just as if you're doing paper, run it through the cuddle bug, and it's a good idea to run it back and forth a couple of extra times just to make sure that the design transfers really well to the brass blanks. It's easy to, it is metal, so it needs a little extra help. Okay, so there we go. And hopefully you can see the nice definition I got here. This one is really great looking. There's several of them. And there's a leaf. The next thing that I do with the raised part up, I put a loose amount of white paint on the blanks. I don't want it to be solid because the doing it kind of loosely adds to the vintage effect. You really can't do this wrong. I mean, even if you did put a solid coat on, it would still give you something interesting looking. So now we need to let those dry, and it just takes a couple of minutes. Okay, these guys are dry enough now, and I'm going to, I like to use 3 colors. I think it rounds it out. So I'm going to just drip a little alcohol ink on in a random pattern. I don't think there's any right or wrong way to do this. Just pick out colors that work with your theme or that are your favorites that you like. Drip it on. And usually I end up with a little more than I want to leave on there. So I come in and dab just a little bit of it away. And if I end up taking more away than I wanted to, I just add a little more. Let that dry, and because it's alcohol ink, it's going to dry off really fast. So while that one's drying, I'll drip some more ink. The colors of alcohol ink are so pleasing. I really don't think you can go wrong with them. I've got too much on there, not a problem. Oh, I think I took too much away. So I'm going to add a little back. And usually when I do this, it does add to the pattern in some interesting way. The cool thing about these non-stick worksheets is that the ink just comes right off of them. You could be more deliberate. You could even paint it on if you wanted to. This is really just something that appeals to me, to just be able to drop it on. Okay, all 4 of them are coated, and this one, oops, is almost dry enough to sand. And this is where the magic comes in. Okay. All right, so I like to use these little sander blocks, Lucky Squirrel. It's almost like magic. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I sanded it off, and there, that takes all the paint, all the ink, and most of the patina off of the raised area of the blank. Now, there is a hole in this blank, so it's an instant pendant, and you can put a coat of acrylic sealer on it, and that will give it a little bit of shine. However, I've taken these dry ones in the house and tried to wash it off in the sink, and it doesn't come off. It is permanent. I haven't put it through the dishwasher or anything quite that extreme, but most people don't put their jewelry through the dishwasher, so I think we're safe with that. So there is a finished sealed piece that it's still wet, but when it's done, it's going to make a very nice pendant. Okay, the last 3 are dry, and I'm just going to quickly sand these so you can see what the finished product looks like. There's one that looked really good. Two, and the grape leaf is last. This didn't emboss as well in part of the area, so I don't think this one's a keeper. However, I do have a grape leaf here that I did previously that I think is really pretty and turned out very nice. So the final thing I wanted to show you was how to round them out so you can make a nice pair of earrings out of them. I'm going to take this one, turn it with the design upside down in the dapper, and it moves around in here, but that's okay. And it's just that easy. People will wonder, how in the world did you do that? Instant earrings. All you need is a few pieces of findings and you're ready to go. So if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, this is how you can use your equipment to make altered vintage brass blanks into jewelry. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.